While I didn't really grow up with the arcade release of 1991's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, I did spend a lot of time as a kid playing this game with the two versions that were released on home consoles. Following the arcade release, we got to see the release of both the Super Nintendo port of Turtles in Time and a Sega Genesis release named the Hyperstone Heist, both in 1992. While technically not a port of the Turtles in Time arcade machine, the Hyperstone Heist takes a lot of elements from the arcade version and feels more like a companion piece to the arcade and the Super Nintendo versions. Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo is a classic game and one of the best retro TMNT games that I've played. Both as a player when the game was new and even now as an adult, it's a game I go back to time after time again. While the Hyperstone Heist isn't as refined as Turtles in Time, it's still a pretty good game in its own regard. In both versions, you'll take control of your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with my favorite being Donatello, and depending on the version of the game you're playing, Shredder will either steal the Statue of Liberty, sending the Turtles on a path throughout history in Turtles in Time, or he will shrink down Manhattan and all of its inhabitants using the Hyperstone, all while trying to take over the world in the Hyperstone Heist. Both games are incredibly fun with their stylish beat-em-up combat as you make way through the colorful Foot Clan and face off against exceptionally well-designed bosses. The art in both these games is absolutely stunning, showing off the graphical capabilities of both the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. Although, if I had to choose which game I prefer in both art and sound design, I'm going to lean towards Turtles in Time as my favorite. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the Hyperstone Heist, but with the game having less variety in stages and a disappointing amount of bosses, most of which you'll have to fight a second time in the gauntlet, it's no wonder that the Super Nintendo version took off more than the one for the Sega Genesis. I'm still going to recommend to everyone to try out both games because they're both fun in their own right, but gosh, the memories I have with Turtles in Time are very important to me and really define my expectations for what a beat-em-up game should be. Definitely check out both Turtles in Time and the Hyperstone Heist. If you don't already, I hope you enjoy them as much as I do.